AdoptMe's pet trading empire. AdoptMe isn't just the biggest game on Roblox, it's one of the most successful multiplayer games in the world. At its peak, this game had over 1.6 million concurrent players, numbers that rival games from major AAA studios. The game's revenue model is deceptively simple. Players adopt and raise virtual pets in a colorful, family-friendly environment. But the real genius lies in the trading economy. The developers at Uplift Games created a virtual pet ecosystem where rarity drives value. Common pets are easy to obtain, but legendary pets require either incredible luck or significant investment. Players spend Robux on eggs, each with different probabilities of hatching rare pets. The most coveted pets, like the Shadow Dragon or the Bat Dragon, can be worth thousands of dollars in real-world value when traded between players. This creates a self-sustaining economy where players constantly return to trade, upgrade, and expand their collections. The game generates revenue through multiple streams: premium eggs, special vehicles, potions that age pets faster, and cosmetic items. With millions of daily active users, even small purchases add up to staggering figures. Industry estimates suggest adoptme generates over $200 million annually, making it not just the top Roblox game, but a major player in the entire gaming industry. Brookhaven's real estate revolution. Brookhaven RP took the role-playing genre and refined it to perfection. Unlike more complex role-playing games, Brookhaven focuses on accessibility. Players can jump in immediately and start living their virtual life without complicated tutorials or confusing mechanics. This simplicity is precisely what makes it so profitable. The game's monetization centers around customization and status symbols. Players purchase houses, vehicles, and cosmetics to express themselves and stand out in the community. The houses range from modest starter homes to sprawling mansions that cost hundreds of Robux. Each property can be decorated and customized, creating an endless loop of purchases as players constantly update their virtual spaces. What makes Brookhaven especially lucrative is its broad appeal. The game attracts younger players who enjoy casual role-playing without pressure, but also appeals to teenagers and adults who appreciate the creative freedom. Private servers are another significant revenue source, allowing friend groups to play together without random players interfering. These servers require monthly Robux payments, creating recurring revenue that flows in consistently month after month. Tower of Hell's addictive challenge. Tower of Hell proves that sometimes the simplest concepts are the most profitable. This game strips away complicated mechanics and focuses on pure platforming challenge. Players race to climb randomly generated towers filled with obstacles, with no checkpoints and no second chances. Fall, and you start over from the bottom. The frustration is the feature, not the bug. This difficulty creates an addictive loop where players feel compelled to keep trying. The monetization is primarily through game passes and VIP servers. Players can purchase invincibility to practice difficult sections or buy speed coils that make movements slightly easier. These aren't necessary to play, but they provide enough advantage that serious players often purchase them. Private servers are massive revenue generators for Tower of Hell. Communities form around these servers, with players hosting competitions and challenges. Content creators particularly love private servers because they can create custom challenges and videos without interference. With millions of monthly visitors constantly rotating through, the combination of game passes and server subscriptions generates substantial ongoing revenue. Bloxburg's premium life simulation. Bloxburg occupies a unique position in the Roblox economy because it charges an upfront fee just to play. 25 Robux might seem small, but when millions of players have paid this entry fee, it adds up to a 7-figure foundation before any additional monetization begins. Once inside, Bloxburg offers the most detailed life simulation experience on Roblox. Players work jobs to earn in-game money, then use those earnings to build and furnish houses. The building system is incredibly detailed, allowing players to construct anything from modern minimalist apartments to elaborate mansions with custom furniture placement, multiple floors, and intricate landscaping. The real money comes from game passes that enhance the experience. Players can purchase multiple plots to build several houses, increase their money cap to build bigger homes, or unlock premium features like basements and advanced building tools. The game also sells exclusive furniture and decorative items for Robux, Because building and decorating is the core appeal, players who get serious about Bloxburg often invest heavily in these premium features. The combination of entry fees, game passes, and cosmetic items makes Bloxburg one of the platform's most consistently profitable games. Murder Mystery's psychological thrills. Murder Mystery 2 takes the classic party game format and transforms it into a Roblox phenomenon. Each round, players are randomly assigned roles. Innocents must survive, the sheriff must identify and eliminate the murderer, and the murderer must eliminate everyone before being caught. Rounds last only a few minutes, creating a perfect loop of tension and release that keeps players queuing for another round. The genius of Murder Mystery's monetization is entirely cosmetic. The game sells knives and guns with special effects, colors, and designs. These items provide zero gameplay advantage. A player with a default knife has the exact same chance of winning as someone with a rare, glowing, legendary knife. Yet players spend enormous amounts on these items because they confer status and style. The rarity system creates a trading economy similar to adoptme. Certain knives and guns can only be obtained during limited time events, making them incredibly valuable in trades. Some legendary items are worth hundreds of dollars in real-world value. The developers regularly release new weapon skins during seasonal events, creating urgency and FOMO that drives purchases. With a massive, dedicated player base always hunting for rare items, Murder Mystery generates consistent revenue through pure cosmetic sales. Jailbreak's Cops and Robbers. Goldmine Jailbreak is Roblox's answer to Grand Theft Auto, offering an open-world experience where players choose to be criminals or law enforcement. Criminals must escape prison, then rob locations around the map while avoiding capture. Police players must prevent escapes and arrest criminals in the act of committing crimes. The monetization strategy is sophisticated and multi-layered. The game sells vehicles, fast cars, helicopters, and boats that significantly impact gameplay. While free vehicles exist, premium options offer better speed, handling, and durability. The game also sells weapons, vehicle customizations, and various game passes that provide advantages like bigger backpacks for robbery loot or VIP status with exclusive items. What separates Jailbreak from competitors is the constant content updates. The developers regularly add new vehicles, weapons, and locations, often tied to real-world events or pop culture moments. Limited edition items create urgency, driving players to make purchases before items disappear forever. The game also features a season pass system, where players pay Robux for access to exclusive challenges and rewards. This creates recurring revenue, as dedicated players purchase each new season to stay current with the meta. Piggy's horror success story. Piggy capitalized on the horror game trend and combined it with puzzle solving and storytelling. Players navigate through chapters of a narrative where they must solve puzzles to escape while avoiding Piggy, a monster trying to catch them. The game can be played solo or cooperatively, and includes both scripted, AI enemies, and player versus player modes. The game's monetization is relatively straightforward but effective. Players can purchase character skins, allowing them to play as different creatures when they're chosen as the monster. These skins range from common to legendary rarity, with special skins released for holidays and events. The game also sells item packs that help players solve puzzles more easily. What makes Piggy especially profitable is its chapter-based structure. The developers regularly release new chapters that continue the story, bringing players back repeatedly to experience new content. Some chapters and exclusive skins are only accessible through purchase, creating a clear incentive to spend. The game's popularity led to merchandise deals, YouTube content, and even talk of adaptations to other media, showing how a successful Roblox game can expand into a broader entertainment brand. Anime Fighting Simulator's grinding economy. Anime Fighting Simulator taps into the massive anime fanbase and combines it with Roblox's social gaming experience. Players train their characters to become stronger, unlock new abilities, and battle other players. The game features familiar anime-inspired powers, worlds, and characters that resonate with fans of popular shows. The monetization revolves around accelerating progress. In free-to-play mode, training is slow and requires hours of grinding to unlock powerful abilities. However, players can purchase game passes that multiply their training speed, sometimes by factors of 5 or 10. These passes aren't temporary boosts, they're permanent multipliers that fundamentally change the gameplay experience. The game also sells exclusive fighting styles, special moves, and cosmetic items. Limited time codes and events create urgency, encouraging players to log in regularly and make purchases before exclusive items disappear. Because the core gameplay loop is competitive, players want to be stronger than their friends, there's constant pressure to invest in progression boosters. This combination of grinding mechanics and pay-to-accelerate options generates substantial revenue from players who either don't have time to grind or simply want to compete at the highest levels. Royale High's fashion and social experience. Royale High transformed the dress-up game genre into a social experience with role-playing elements, school mechanics, and seasonal events. Players attend a magical high school, participate in classes to earn in-game currency, and use that currency to purchase elaborate outfits, accessories, and hairstyles. The game's monetization is almost entirely cosmetic, but the variety and quality of items make it incredibly effective. The game regularly releases new clothing sets, often tied to real-world holidays or fantasy themes. Some sets are affordable with in-game currency, but the most elaborate and desirable items require Robux purchases. Limited edition items that are only available during specific events become status symbols within the community. Royale High also sells access to private realms, exclusive hairstyles and face types, and multipliers that increase in-game currency earning. The game hosts fashion shows and pageants where players compete to create the best outfits, driving demand for rare and expensive items. The social aspect, showing off outfits to friends and strangers, creates constant motivation to purchase new cosmetics. With a predominantly female, fashion-conscious audience, Royale High has become one of the platform's most profitable games through pure aesthetic appeal. Arsenal's competitive first-person shooter. Arsenal brings fast-paced, competitive first-person shooter gameplay to Roblox. Players compete in various game modes, where kills with different weapons progress them toward victory. The mechanics are smooth, the maps are well designed, and the gameplay loop is addictive for players seeking competitive action. The monetization follows the free-to-play shooter model popularized by games like Counter-Strike and Valorant. Weapon skins provide no gameplay advantage, but allow players to customize their arsenal with unique designs, colors, and effects. These skins range from simple color swaps to elaborate animated designs that cost significant Robux. Arsenal also sells announcers, voice packs that provide commentary during matches, and kill effects that trigger special animations when players eliminate opponents. The game features a battle pass system with free and premium tracks, where premium pass holders unlock exclusive skins, effects, and other cosmetics by playing. Competitive players who spend hundreds of hours in Arsenal often invest in cosmetics to express their personality and skill level. With a dedicated esports-minded community, Arsenal generates steady revenue from players who treat it as their primary Roblox game. Pet Simulator's Collection Mania. Pet Simulator takes the simple joy of collecting and transforms it into an empire. Players explore various worlds, using their pets to collect coins and unlock new areas. The pets range from common starters to godly rares worth millions of in-game coins or substantial Robux. The monetization is aggressive but effective. Players can purchase eggs that have chances of hatching rare pets, with the rarest variants being extraordinarily difficult to obtain. The game also sells game passes that multiply coin collection, add auto-farming capabilities, or increase the number of pets players can have equipped simultaneously. These aren't minor conveniences. They're near essential for serious players who want to progress efficiently. The trading economy is where Pet Simulator truly shines financially. Rare pets become commodities traded between players, with some pets valued at thousands of dollars in real-world trades. The developers regularly introduce new worlds and pet variants, ensuring the economy stays fresh and players always have new goals. Limited edition pets create FOMO, driving players to purchase eggs during special events. The combination of gambling mechanics, convenience passes, and a thriving trading economy makes Pet Simulator one of Roblox's most consistently lucrative titles. Phantom Forces Tactical Warfare Phantom Forces delivers the most realistic military shooter experience available on Roblox. With detailed weapon mechanics, strategic map design, and team-based gameplay, it appeals to players who want depth and skill expression in their combat games. The game features dozens of authentic weapons, each with customizable attachments and realistic ballistics. The monetization is built around weapon variety and progression acceleration. While all weapons can be unlocked through gameplay, the grind to access high-level guns is substantial. Players can purchase credits to immediately unlock any weapon they want, bypassing dozens of hours of leveling. The game also sells weapon skins, with elaborate designs that make guns visually distinct on the battlefield. What makes Phantom Forces particularly profitable is its dedicated hardcore community. These players spend hundreds or thousands of hours mastering the game's mechanics, and many are willing to invest in unlocking their favorite weapons or purchasing elaborate skins. The game also benefits from content creators who showcase different loadouts and strategies, driving interest in specific weapons and attachments. With regular updates adding new maps, weapons, and game modes, Phantom Forces maintains a steady player base that continues to spend on new content. Flee the Facility's chase mechanics. Flee the Facility takes the asymmetric horror formula and packages it into intense, quick matches. One player becomes the beast, hunting down the other players who must hack computers and escape. The survivors must balance hacking objectives with avoiding detection, creating tense cat-and-mouse gameplay that keeps matches exciting from start to finish. The monetization focuses on cosmetic customization and convenience. Players can purchase character skins, hammer designs for the beast, and various cosmetic items that personalize their experience. The game also offers game passes that provide benefits like increased movement speed or the ability to see farther in the darkness. What drives revenue is the game's replay value. Matches are short, usually 5 to 10 minutes, meaning players can experience dozens of rounds in a single session. This high engagement creates more opportunities for players to notice and desire cosmetic items they see other players using. Limited time skins create urgency, and the social nature of the game means players want to stand out visually when playing with friends. The combination of addictive gameplay and desirable cosmetics has made Flee the Facility a consistent revenue generator. Shinobi Life 2's Ninja Adventure. Shinobi Life 2, inspired by popular ninja anime, offers an open-world experience where players train to become powerful ninjas. The game features multiple villages, complex jutsu systems, and clan mechanics that give players unique abilities. It's essentially a massively multiplayer ninja RPG built entirely within Roblox. The monetization is multifaceted and extensive. Players can purchase spins for chances to unlock rare abilities, clans, and elements. The rarest abilities have extremely low drop rates, encouraging players to buy multiple spins. The game also sells game passes that increase experience gain, provide extra character slots, or unlock quality of life features like auto-training. The genius of Shinobi Life 2's economy is its depth. With hundreds of abilities, multiple progression systems, and constant updates adding new content, there's always something for players to pursue. The competitive PvP scene creates pressure to have rare and powerful abilities, driving purchases. The game also features a subscription-style private server system where clans and friend groups pay monthly to have their own dedicated space. With a passionate anime fanbase and deep progression systems, Shinobi Life 2 generates substantial revenue from players invested in becoming the strongest ninja. Islands Creative Sandbox Economy. Islands combines survival, crafting, and creativity into an experience where players build their own island paradise. Starting with nothing, players gather resources, craft tools, build structures, and gradually expand their island into elaborate bases. The game includes farming, animal raising, and cooperative gameplay where friends can visit each other's islands. The monetization comes through cosmetic blocks, special building materials, and limited edition items. While the core gameplay is entirely free, certain decorative blocks and rare materials are only available through Robux purchases. The game hosts frequent seasonal events with exclusive items that can only be obtained during specific timeframes. What makes Islands profitable is its creative community. Players spend hundreds of hours perfecting their islands, and many are willing to purchase rare blocks and materials to make their creations stand out. The game's building system is robust enough that players create incredible structures, from pixel art to functional redstone-style machines. This creativity drives engagement on social media, bringing in new players who then want to create their own impressive islands. The combination of creativity, collection, and social sharing creates a perfect storm for monetization through cosmetic items and exclusive content. Thank you for watching. If you learned anything, let me know by liking the video and comment below on what you would like to see in the future. History never runs out of surprises, and neither do we. So subscribe and join me for the next dive into the archives.